Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abby, and I warmly welcome you to the Caribbean and to my container garden here in Trinidad and Tobago. This morning, we are going to be doing a bit of preserving, but I'm starting outside because the first set of putting up that I'm doing is putting up this tarragon, a whole heap of it that I harvested, the whole plant, in fact, and I put it to dry. It's about a week now that it's been drying. It's pretty crisp, pretty dry. So I need to get it all harvested up and put into the container to last me for the year. Last year we enjoyed this tarragon. In my opinion, tarragon tastes so much better after going through this drying process, and some of my friends agree. I was able to share some of this tea with them and still have enough for our personal use here in the yardstead. So this morning, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting up this tarragon tea, as well as we are going to be doing some canning today, canning up some pineapple. This is the first time for me. As you guys well know, I am keenly interested in learning how to preserve and how to can. My philosophy is that I buy canned goods in the grocery every single month, and if that is a skill that I could learn to do on my own, why not? So we're going to be starting with pineapple. It's a high acid food, and it is something that we use a lot because we love pizza. My family loves pizza, and we love experimenting with pizza. And yes, we are one of those families that love pineapple on pizza. So we're going to be doing that today. We got a good bunch, well, a good set of pineapples for a relatively affordable price. We got 9 pineapples for about 100 Trinidad dollars, and so we're going to try cutting up these pineapples along with putting up this tea today. But before I do that, I am just going to give you guys a glimpse of the garden because I have been MIA for the last week. School started back, so I was really focusing on getting back into the groove of homeschooling, as well as I have a new student, my 2-year-old son, and you guys know that requires a lot of patience and in and out of schooling throughout the day so that he can get a hang of being in school. That was a mouthful. So I am going to get started with this tarragon. When it's dried, is basically, I have a pan right here. So basically, I'm just putting my hand over the pan and I'm pulling and letting all the dry leaves drop into the pan. And when I am finished doing all of that, I'm doing it outside too because I don't want to have to do no sweeping up and stuff inside the house. So when I'm finished, I'm going to do all of the jarring up outside here. This is an old, what is this? Chai, mixed spice, chai latte drink mix. So I'm just using back the container, reusing it. It's a beautiful container. It's going to hold the tea for the year and keep it airtight. So that's what I'm doing this morning, guys. So when I am finished with this tea, I will take you guys back. Well, give you the glimpse of the garden, and then we're going to go upstairs and can together. My aim is really to encourage Caribbean people to get into canning because a lot of the goods that we use we can do for ourselves, and it is not too difficult from what my research says. So, see you in a bit, guys. Morning. Now that I'm all finished, guys, I am just taking out the sticks out of these little twigs out of the what is left. It's amazing how such a big bundle of foliage can give you so little. Most of it is sticks. So when you pick a lot, it looks like a lot. But when you defoliate those stems after it dries, it comes down to so little. It's quite a bit. And the good thing about tarragon is that it grows really quickly. As most herbs, when they find their stride, they just keep going, they keep giving. I haven't bought tea in the last year and a half. I am actually so proud of myself. As simple as tea is, guys, I have not bought a box of tea for the last year and a half. The only thing tea wise that was bought by my husband, and he loves those ginger crystals, those instant ginger crystals. And so he buys himself those, especially one that has no sugar, no added sugar. He likes to add those to some of his drinks when he's mixing a quick drink. He likes to have those. So one of my goals is to see how I could um, be able to make enough that could last for the year. So that's why I have so many ginger plants growing. I want to be able to always have that on hand. So my plan is to grow the ginger and mix it with honey and keep it in the fridge. So whenever he has that hankering for that ginger flavor in his drink, he could just take a spoon of that with the honey, something that his body could tolerate, and have his drinks. So that's that. I'm just gonna put these dry pieces. I'm just taking out these sticks or twigs out of these leaves. I don't want a whole bunch of that in here, so I'm just doing that, and I'm just gonna dry this up. So you want to use a completely dried jar, obviously, because if it has any moisture at all in here, it is just going to turn into a moldy mess. So this is pretty dry, guys. Pretty dry. And so far you can see how it's filling up the jar. I cut the tarragon plant pretty far back. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. Just give you a little sneak peek of the garden. And already it is growing back so much. So much. And remember, guys, I am gardening in a container. Mostly containers. The parts that are in the ground is actually very shallow, less than 3 feet deep. An area in the pavement that had a cavity that I just filled in with dirt. All that goodness, we want all this goodness in here. So look at that. So we get an almost full container, and that will be enough teas for us. And I probably would, if the plant bounces back enough, trim it back and have enough to share with my friends as well. So let's do this tour. Tea for the year. Okay, guys, so this is my little sneak peek of the garden. This is how it's looking. I'm just going to keep it pretty brief today. I'm going to give you guys a tour. It's September already, and you guys are due for a tour. You see what's happening there? Guys, exciting things are happening, as well as some, pretty depressing things. The spider mites is really challenging to get rid of. And but despite all that, I'm still in the fight. I'm still in the game. My eggplant is starting to flower. My carrots are jamming over there. I had to see, you see that patch there? Spider mites took the beans completely. And I have a sorrel remaining. Got some other things to show you guys as regards these things. My flowers. Everything's doing pretty all right. This is where I harvested out all of the tarragon from here. And like I said, I really butchered it, and already it's happy. It's putting out new shoots right there. But on this side, I have now the meat chickens. And guys, I ordered another turkey. My husband and I had a really deep conversation about it, and we decided to go for it, to go for the next batch and see if we can raise the entire year, or at least 10 months of chicken. And the other 2 months, we'll probably do fish and some other meats. I mean, we always mix it anyway. So meat chickens, we're gonna have a tour about it, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna fill you all in what's happening in the yardstead all here, guys. Just a quick glance, a quick glimpse at everything that's going on. We've got quite a bit of fruit coming on this vine. I'll give you a better tour. All behind there, guys, things are doing pretty all. Guys, the last portion of my video just went crazy with the mics, so we're just going to use the camera mic for now. So what I was saying in the last segment is that I'm going to give the chickens their water, as well as turn back on the fan to keep them cool, and we're going to head inside and take a good scrub down and get the canning project for the day started, as well as homeschool. I got work to do as well. I got computer work to do. So much to do. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm all cleaned up and you are in my kitchen. Welcome to my hearty kitchen here, my humble abode. I have already gotten the 9 pineapples all washed up. I used some dish soap brush to get into the creases of the pineapple, give it a good scrub, and I left it here so it has air dry. So it's a nice dry outside of the fruit. I have also sterilized, washed and sterilized all the jars and the lids. I have my gloves here, as well as I have my trusty pineapple fruit peeler, and we are going to get right into it, guys. I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how easy, fixing my tripod here, how easy the pineapple fruit how easy the pineapple fruit peeler makes the job of getting the pineapple fruit out of the pineapple. And I have also started some simple syrup using the ratio of 4 cups of water. I use filtered water. As you know, in the Caribbean we get a lot of sediment in our pipe water, so I use the filtered water section, 4 cups of that, and I use 2 cups of distilled sugar along with a tablespoon of lemon. So we're gonna get right into it, and we are gonna get started with peeling our pineapples. I was wondering, my mom was telling me to keep the top of the pineapples, and I was telling her, no, I have enough, but I think I'll change my mind. I will keep it and see if we can get to plant it in the extension garden. These are, this one looks like a double head. I've never grown a top like this, but 9 tops, these are 9 plants, and even if it takes me 2 years to get fruit, at least in 2 years, this is 9 fruits that I won't have to buy. So let's plan for the future. I think I will do that. I will keep these, try to propagate these, and get them planted on the extension garden sometime, because these are not plants that need to baby and water every day. They will do just fine there, and then when it's time to harvest, we will go and get the harvest. So I live in a small home, guys, so you're gonna hear the television in the background, you're gonna hear the little ones in the background. Just know that we are glad to have you here with us. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. So let's go and start peeling these pineapples. So first thing we're gonna do, we are going to remove the top of these pineapples like this. These things smell amazing. Now this pineapple peeler, I'm gonna set this top aside. This pineapple peeler comes, let's move this hot water away. So this pineapple peeler comes with different sizes of um, peelers. I think there's one that is slightly larger. So what I do, I tend to just make, whoops, sorry. Okay, let's put this back here. Turn you guys back. There you go. Hi guys. The best angle that I could get with the camera right now. Let's put that pineapple one side. So as you can see, when I rest this circle on the center, on the core, because we're not going to be using the core, you can see that it is quite perfect for the size of pineapple. I tend to find that the smaller attachment works for most pineapples. On the odd occasion, we will get a really large one. So you press down like that, like, see, I'm hands free. You press the circle into the core, and you turn clockwise
into the fruit, pushing all the way down and turning. Now you don't want to go all the way. As you're going down, you're going to feel, and put this down on this part where you catch all the juice. You're going to feel the attachment going all the way through the pineapple. So I've reached the bottom. I can feel it. Reach the bottom. And now I'm going to pull all the pineapple up out of the fruit like that. And there I have it. All my pineapple. And on the inside, the pineapple and the core remain. I want to keep the juice of the pineapple because I think that that would make the preservation of the pineapple oh so much better. You can see. So I guess I could probably use this to make something, probably a drink or something, but I'm not too sure. I've never done it before, so I'm just gonna set this aside in the sink here, and we're gonna keep. So you see why I wash the fruit, because look, all the little tidbits on the outside of the fruit falls into the area. You just want to make sure that it is all clean. So I'm just gonna take my knife and cut my pineapple chunks like that. That's my son. And there you have it. So I have my pineapple chunks from pineapple number one. Now I estimate that one pineapple might fill a jar, but we'll see. I have right now 12 jars. These are the bits I'm just gonna eat. Mmm. Oh man. Amazing. So we are going to do this over and over until we get all these pineapples all ready. See you when I'm finished. There you go. Move your hands, Sonny boy. So he's bothering me for pineapple, so I'm gonna give him some in the jar right now. There you go, Sonny boy. Yes, so guys, um, I have gotten all the pineapple cut up, and I have done some alterations to my simple syrup because the pineapple isn't overly sweet, but the pineapple flavor is good. But it's just that it's not an overly sweet pineapple. So instead of having a light syrup, I'm going to have a heavy syrup. So in 4 cups of water to 3 cups of white sugar. And over time, with the pineapple and that being in the jar compressed together, I think it will mellow in and cut into the acidity because it's a bit acidic, but it's still good, if that makes sense. It still tastes good. It makes you go back. You keep going back, keep going back. So I need to jar this up quickly before we eat it all. Okay, so while that extra sugar is melting in the heavy syrup, it's no longer a light syrup, I am going to get these jars all filled up with the pineapple, and then I'll show you guys what I need to do. And I'm also going to get the hot water back on. You satisfied? You satisfied? Or you want more? More. More, he says. Okay, I tell you, I gotta get this all dried up before it disappears. There you go, Sonny boy. Can I get some too? Sure, honey. So, thank you, mommy. You're welcome. If you want a little salt on it, you can, okay? If not, skedaddle, please. So I'm going to get this all put into jars. These are all sterilized and ready to go. And I'm going to get my hot water from my water bathing started as well, so that as the hot water is going, everything in the jars will be hot. So it makes sense? Hot jars, hot water, no cracking. Oh, by the way, one of my jars did crack. When I was trying to sterilize it, it cracked in as I was putting it into the hot water. I'm kind of telling, I guess. Guys, I stopped using the mic because it's stressing me out. So I'm just going to fill in my jars with the pineapple. Guys, here in the groceries, a tin of pineapple, a good one that is about $33 a tin. You can get one for like $18, $19, but boy, it is not good. Not any good. So let's see how many jars we get from these 9 pineapples. So far we got $33 of pineapples. Like I said, this is something that we use a lot. We use it a lot, and we plan to have people over more. And this is going to be one of our go-tos. Pizza night, movie night. So if we can up this and cut away from having to buy tree, we're doing good so far. Four. And I was thinking, okay, one pineapple might give me a jar. That was wishful thinking, I think. So let's see how much we get. Let's see how much we get, guys. Okay, I don't want this with this piece has a bit of eyes on it, so I don't want that to be in the jar. It's fine. I don't want any eyes in the jar, so just take up some of these eyes. So that pineapple peeler made quick work of getting these pineapples. It took me about 15 minutes to do this. 9 pineapples, that is great. Yeah? So that's what, 6? Let's line this up. So that's 6. Good vitamin C. So that's about it, guys. About 7. 7 jars. The heavy syrup. Over simple syrup. So set about a half inch from the top. I think this should be alright. I don't even know. I'm gonna take out some just in case. I don't know. But all the videos that I watched said a half inch from the top. Half inch headroom space. Okay, so that's about half inch headroom space. Oh my god. Y'all, it's not even marinated and it tastes amazing. This is gonna be a hit. This is gonna work out. Okay, so half inch headroom space and let's get all the others ready. I don't have the special equipment as yet. I am just getting it as I go. And if you are interested as well in canning, just know that you don't have to get everything all at once. You can do as I am, just simple things that you use regularly. And I'm supposed to debubble. Okay, debubbling. I'll do all the debubbling together. Okay, I'll wait for that. Can you sense my enthusiasm in this project, guys? This is just fascinating me right now. So I definitely did too much simple syrup, but the good thing about simple syrup, it doesn't go bad. So I will put it in a glass bottle, and or I would have to research how I can store it so that I don't have to throw it away, and see what other fruits that I can preserve with the heavy syrup, or just get some more pineapple. If you are a person who cans, should I can the regular English apples in this simple syrup? Let me know in the comment section down below. And what I would use it for is probably, you know, in oatmeal, or in some specialty pastry. Just let me know in the comment section if that's a good idea. I'm just gonna jar it for now, and if I get a comment, I will know what to do then. All right, so this is all. So just debubbling. I'm seeing bubbles. Don't know if you're seeing bubbles in there, but I'm seeing a bubble right there. So just debubbling, debubbling. Woo, woo. All right, so good. So those are debubble. This one is debubble. One. Debubbling, debubbling. Woo, woo. So now I'm going to get me my napkin, and I'm going to clean my rim with the vinegar, and we're going to get them all covered up, and we're going to water bath candies, these beautiful jars of pineapple. You guys, so I'm always trying to understand what I'm doing And I wanted to see the difference between something that I haven't canned already in comparison with or what I've already canned. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so gorgeous. So this I canned on the 30th of July. This is cowboy candy. And this is this one I came and I keep looking for. I'm trying to put it at an angle. You can see there's no movement in this lid at all. No movement in this lid at all. And this jar of pineapple, I when you come, there is movement. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little movement. Can you see that? So there's a little movement in the lid itself. So when you finish water bath canning, there should be absolutely no movement in that lid at all. None at all. No budging at all. But this one has a little movement. You can see the flexing of the lid. Hopefully you can see that. There's a flexing of the lid. So there should be no flexing at all when you are finished water bath canning. So I'm gonna get this into my pot over here. It already has the towel because I don't have that stand to put on the inside. So I just use a towel at the bottom. And we're gonna get our pineapples all dried up. And guys, just by putting the heavy syrup on it, the syrup itself tastes amazing. So I can tell you right now that it is going to taste so good. And if you want, guys, give this a try. These are jars that I saved from old jam jars, and I just searched for the lids and I found them, and now I am recanning in these jars. And this is just water bath canning. Apparently, you can. Some people do, but it is not recommended to pressure can in these types of bottles. But there's so many things we could can up with them. They're jars, and I recommend that you keep them. All the jars that you get, keep them, and just search online for the right size lid, and you can your own stuff instead of being dependent on the system. Now, like I said, a tin of canned pineapple, the ones that we like, are $33 a tin. And if you multiply that by seven, that is, I don't know, 240 something dollars. And I spent $100. I spent $100 on that, and the lids. There's seven of them. I think it's like a couple cents per lid. So add $10, give or take. So that's $110. So right away you get 100% return just by investing a little time in doing it your own, and there are no additives. You know, when you buy something from the grocery, there's so many words in the back. This is pineapple, water, and sugar, and lemon juice. That's it. Four ingredients, four words, and I know what's in it. So let's get this into this bath. As you guys well know, I have no special tools, so I have to find a special way to get this into this pot. Wait. Mom. Mommy. Give me a minute. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. This is the end of the video. Give me a moment, baby. Shh, 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 shh. So I'm just going to encourage you guys to give canning a go. Pineapple is something that we use regularly here in our home, especially for our pizzas. And this was one of the things that was on my list to do to give a try. And I'm telling you guys, I am already happy with the turnout in the flavor of this pineapple. Just by tasting the simple syrup mixed with the pineapple, it was amazing, guys. So I could just imagine what the end product would be like after it has marinated for a while in that simple syrup, and the flavor that it would add to our pizzas in the future. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up, give us a huge thumbs up, and please share the video to anyone that you think would enjoy this video in the Caribbean, just especially the Caribbean people. This is not something that we learn, not even in home economics, to do. And a lot of these tropical fruits that we grow, we can actually preserve. So it's just about experimenting and see what works for what, and see how we can save food for the rainy day. And to cut out as well buying everything in the grocery. I mean, we won't be able to grow everything, but the things that we can grow and the things that we can preserve, we can try to learn to do it locally. So guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Say pineapple. Bye guys.
Bye, pineapple. Bye, apple.